Weird Al Yankovic movie true story, how much really happened? Weird, the Al Yankovic story takes quite a lot of creative liberties. We break down what's really true, what's not, and the real-life inspirations. Weird, the Al Yankovic story follows the famous musician, who's made a career out of parodying popular songs, through childhood and his rise to fame. Written and directed by Eric Appel, and starring Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al Yankovic, the biopic doesn't take itself seriously at all. With most biopics, especially about a musician's life, there is typically plenty of drama. Whether it's due to the musician's personal life, substance abuse, or something else that causes a shake-up in their lives, musical biopics tend to follow a certain layout. Weird, the Al Yankovic story takes these very tropes and spins it into a parody about Weird Al's life. However, that isn't to say that some of the film's events aren't actually based in reality. Here is a full breakdown of the biopic's true story, what it's based on, how much really happened, and how it compares to Weird Al Yankovic's real life. Is Weird, the Al Yankovic story based on a true story? Surprisingly, Weird, the Al Yankovic story is one of the rare biopics that is mostly fabricated or exaggerated for the sake of parody. It's loosely based on Weird Al's life, but it takes small grains of truth and twists them, or invents events and relationship dynamics solely to benefit the film. Ultimately, Weird, the Al Yankovic story is not so much a true story, but its parody goes hand in hand with the musician's career. What the biopic is actually based on is the Funny or Die trailer that was released in 2013, in which Aaron Paul plays Weird Al. Weird adapts many of the beats seen in the trailer, including Weird Al Yankovic's strained relationship with his father and his dynamic with Madonna. Weird, the Al Yankovic story, how much of the film really happened? While there isn't too much in the biopic that actually happened, there are a few kernels of truth throughout Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Weird Al was indeed interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, who is portrayed by Abbott Elementary star Quinta Brunson in the film in 1984. Though he did not wear his platinum records around his neck when he spoke to the renowned talk show host. It was a regular interview that saw Weird Al sporting his usual style, including a Hawaiian t-shirt. What's more, Weird Al's father, Nick Yankovic, really did work in a factory in fact throughout the musician's childhood, and a salesman did stop by the Yankovic's house with a music offer. Weird Al Yankovic also listened to the Dr. Demento show, which ultimately influenced his own career. However, several other things the film depicts are fictitious, including Weird Al's father being Amish, Madonna taking over Pablo Escobar's drug business and then trying to kill Weird Al, the late Coolio being visibly angry while Weird Al performed Amish Paradise during an awards show, though Coolio did initially dislike the fact that the accordion-playing musician parodied his song, and the showdown between Weird Al and Pablo Escobar. Weird Al didn't have a drug-alcohol problem. Weird, the Al Yankovic turns the musician's life into that of a trope-filled drama, one that includes his supposed abuse of drugs and alcohol. By the end of the biopic, Weird Al is drinking heavily, he's pushed away his band, and is continuously making bad decisions. In reality, however, Weird Al Yankovic doesn't drink alcohol or take drugs, and his abuse of these substances in the film are created to push the story that he is a tortured artist who must turn to such things to get by in the music industry. Since the entire film draws from music biopics, Weird Al is shown doing the very things he abstains from in real life, satirizing the stereotypes surrounding musicians and the films that are ultimately made about their lives. Does Daniel Radcliffe actually sing in Weird, the Al Yankovic story? While Daniel Radcliffe was taught how to play the accordion by Weird Al Yankovic himself, and is seen throughout the film with the instrument in hand, the Harry Potter actor did not sing or record any of the parody singer's music for the film. Rather, Radcliffe lip-syncs the lyrics to the songs, and it's Weird Al's voice that is heard when the actor performs throughout Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Although Radcliffe did not actually sing for the final version of the biopic, he says he sang the songs on set because the act of lip-syncing alone and not making any sound is really hard. Weird Al then dubbed over Radcliffe's voice for the final cut of the film, which is what audiences hear. Was Weird Al Yankovic's dad really against him being a musician? Throughout the film, Weird Al's relationship with his father is fraught with tension, to say the least. Nick doesn't want his son to play the accordion and stops talking to him when he decides to become a musician. In real life, Nick and Mary Yankovic were very supportive of Weird Al's musical endeavors. When Weird Al was growing up, his father always told him that he should do something he loves for a living because that's what would make him happy. Nick encouraged Weird Al to take accordion lessons at a local music school, and the musician credits his father for his success. In short, the pair's on-screen relationship is nothing like it is in reality. But showing how badly his father treated Weird Al in the biopic once again plays into the parody of the singer's life. Was Madonna actually that involved in Weird Al Yankovic's life? The short answer, no. Madonna did not, as Weird, the Al Yankovic story suggests, come to Weird Al directly with a proposition to make a parody out of her song, Like a Virgin. She and Weird Al were also never in a romantic relationship, nor did she push him to do things just so he could come up with parody lyrics to her song. Although the biopic depicts Madonna and Weird Al's relationship as an intensely toxic one, she was not close to the parody singer at all in real life. All that said, there is one kernel of truth to their relationship. According to Weird Al, Madonna wondered aloud to a friend about when the musician would turn Like a Virgin into the parody song Like a Surgeon. This information was relayed to Weird Al through his manager, Jay Levy, and Like a Surgeon was born. What is the Pablo Escobar plot based on? Pablo Escobar, based on the real-life Colombian drug lord and who is played by Arturo Castro in the film, is rather obsessed with getting Weird Al to sing at his birthday party in Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Pablo Escobar won't take no for an answer and winds up kidnapping Madonna to force Weird Al to show up as he always intended. Of course, Weird Al never had a showdown with Pablo Escobar, nor did he ever meet him. However, the kidnapping plot in the film might be based on the drug lord's reported plot to kidnap Michael Jackson, by first inviting him to perform a concert for his son, and then ransom the famous pop star for $60 million.